What's good? Welcome to the Full Cup Podcast presents Breaking the Cycle with my boy Zoo Samuels. What's good with you, bro?
Man, Zoo Samuels. Same old. How you feeling, Quincy? With the questions.
Man, I'm feeling great, man. Just came off a championship win over there on Set the Bar High with Jake Blitz.
Congratulations. I saw a little bit of that. I caught a little bit at the beginning, had to make some run some errands, and I caught the very, very end where you ended up victorious. I don't know whatever happened to that fella, what's his name? Jake Fox. He was the champ, the reigning champ, wasn't he?
He was the reigning champ.
He didn't show up to class or something tonight?
Yeah, he had some moves going on. So he moved around, man.
No. Oh, okay, makes sense.
Oh, definitely. How your week been going, though, bro?
Not too shabby, good brother. God is good. You know, even through the bad times, God is still good. So you got to keep him on the shot in order to shine.
Absolutely. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna allow everybody to come in here. I'm gonna go ahead and play the 30 seconds, the best 30 seconds in the business. Make sure y'all get y'all like, love, and share on. We back at it. Like a crack at it. Definitely. Shout out to Taboo. I was just on that podcast earlier with K Love. She had a co-host too.
Player Zoo. I watched a little bit of that myself. Yeah, Player Zoo. There's a lot of guys running around with that particular name. It's always Zoo something or something Zoo. It's a lot of guys running around.
It's been heavy.
Yeah.
A lot of animals for the scandals.
My shit.
Definitely gonna have a good show tonight. We want to play a song now before we get the show started. You see, we did the first 30 seconds, which is definitely normally what we do. Let me go ahead and look for this song real quick. The song is called Testimony. Kid Zoo featuring King Jones. I don't know if you heard this, Zoo Center.
Yeah, I heard it a few times. One of my favorite songs, especially as of right now.
Yeah, definitely a video coming also. Y'all look out for that. Here we go.
My bad. I didn't know I couldn't smoke it. You know, I'm sorry. I'll put it out right now. My bad, yo. You don't mind if I get on the mic, do you? No. Not at all. Go right ahead, why don't you? Yo. Rappers rather crash out before taking a test drive. Haters do the worst and try to get on your best side. I'm from Southeast where they be letting them takes fly. Heathens get the squeezing at your throat, no neckties. I played my part in this bullshit too. About time that I tell my truth. Been lost since a youth. Teen young, seen grums in the juice. A lot of pain bottled up, it comes out in the booth. And my mental abuse be hitting harder these days. Going dumb, had a smart in my ways. Had a few fall out with some, could've targeted some fades. Probably best that we part in our ways. As a father, I prayed to do my best, no matter I stayed. Just to have it all taken away. Look, I done ran out of luck, still stuck in my ways. The finish line look close, but it's farther away. My testimony, keep it real, the rest is phony. On this quest is lonely. My weapon, the one and only, I can call my homie. Life lessons is stressing on me. Women caressing on me. One shot, the Western on me. This is my testimony. Word up. Keep it real in the field 2-1. My testimony. Hot. Damn. I see we got some unbelievers out there. Yes, this is your man Jake Blitz, and we definitely have some unbelievers out there. And stepping next up to the confessional is your man Kid Zoo. Well, actually, he just stepped out. We got another young black man with some testimonies like to get off his chest. Step right on up, shall you? Oh yeah, the preacher's in there waiting on you. Let's go.
I remember showing no emotions, really holding it in. Nights full of gun smoke, Lord forgive me for sin. But when the nighttime fell, then I was at it again. And if my bitch was acting up, then I was bagging a friend. It's funny,
Life is funny,
but I don't laugh much. It wasn't money, weed, or alcohol, I'm passing it up. I've been this way since a pup, taught to never freeze up. And it's hard to concentrate with no food in your gut. Life has never been perfect, but I navigate. I want the money, fuck the fame and the accolades. Nobody's there for the living, but when you pass away, they be crying and they lying, standing at your grave. And they gon' hate when you win, but love when you bummy. You gotta deal with the rain, not every day is sunny. The same bitches used to diss me, now call me honey. I never jog after women, only chasing money. Nigga, this my testimony.
Keep it real, the rest is phony. On this quest is lonely. My weapon, the one and only, I can call my homie. Life lessons is stressing on me. Women caressing on me. One shot, the West to know me. This is my testimony. Word up. Keep it real in the field, 2-1. My testimony. Hot, damn. I see we got some unbelievers out there.
Sound like an episode of New York Undercover. Coming on perfectly. I see 7 or 8 of y'all in here. Go ahead and like and love at the bottom. Thank you for tuning in tonight to Breaking the Cycle. My testimony, man. King Z featuring King Jones. Definitely a slapper, man. Definitely a slapper.
That beat is
In
hard.
the building.
Them verses is hard. The message is hard. It's an overall good quality song.
It was,
Sucks.
bro. I love it. You're right there, brother.
Cali Bud.
What are we talking about tonight? What topics we jumping on tonight?
I think we should talk a little bit about jealousy and how it's just not healthy to be jealous at all. And how we can intentionally and eventually block your blessings.
Being jealous.
Being
Hey, love
jealous.
in the building. What's good with you?
It is never a good
So-
trait being jealous. No,
Okay, so so from what I understand, everybody has a different definition of being jealous.
Mhm.
So is it considered, so the way you seeing jealous is all the way malice? Because there's admiration, there's jealousy, there's envy.
It's just
So
really
go ahead.
no. It's on you, G.
That's the question I'm really asking. Like, how do you distinguish those? Are they
Right,
all turned into one?
Right. Because they all fall under the same umbrella. I guess you just distinguish it as far as the levels, like what you will be willing to deal with and what you will not be willing to deal with. But you're going to come through some type of form of jealousy wherever you go. And some jealousy you just can't just escape from as much as you would like to. Some you can try to prevent it, walk away from, whatever the case is. But let's just say your job, for instance. This is a place where you have to make a living. So, working at a job, you want to come across all types of different entities, different type of attitudes, different type of backgrounds, shit like that. And it can be a person that you don't talk to, you don't come across as no threat, but for some odd reason, they just have something against you. It's just something about you that they just don't like, so they tend to just be jealous. Sometimes a person that is jealous of you is more deadlier than your enemy. Because at least from your enemy, you know what to expect.
Okay.
Somebody that's jealous from you, jealous of you, they could be like one of the closest people to you. End up stabbing you in the back. You wouldn't expect that because they're one of the closest people to you.
Okay. I can dig. So where does that tie in with envy?
You said envy?
envy, because envy is not really a good thing. Like you shouldn't be envious of anybody.
Right. And it's a difference between jealousy too. I think envy is just like more potent
Okay.
jealousy, but envy definitely is not a strong point either. It's definitely not a good trait to have.
Okay.
Like I said,
I can definitely
that's
dig that.
to a whole nother level of jealousy.
Okay. So, what's the best way to deal with it? Honestly, like what would be the best way to deal with if you thought somebody was jealous of you or had envy towards you, or thought it was a competition? Like, what's the best way to deal with them people? Like you talking about as far as being jealous, right? Because that's what we're talking about.
Right. Um, dealing with dealing with any type of negativity is always going to be complicated, especially if you didn't orchestrate it and it just happened to come your way. And you're trying your best to be humble and trying your best to prevent bad situations from coming. The best way to deal with it is just not to deal with it. But that can also be the hardest thing to do. However, the best way to deal with it is just not to deal with it.
And that's the hardest point. I talked about some on the Full Cup podcast earlier when I referenced golf. We all fighting old man par. We trying to make it equal to what we was doing or better. We trying to take points off. And I think that's what you said was perfect. You can't deal with it. You only can deal with how you play with it on that day. Your capabilities of having a emotional intelligence not to deal with shit a certain way.
Right. And men have it as far as this, and I would say this. Uh, Women are more prone and more known to be more emotional than logical, right? And they are aware of that. Compared to men, we are aware that, yeah, we do have emotions, but we were always taught never to show them, or we were never taught how to deal with them. So when you do happen to act out, you know what I mean, or have a reaction over something that may bother you, or have a reaction that you don't normally have, and people look at you on a whole different demeanor and things like that, and depending on how you react to whatever is going on and what you do at that certain time, because we all know what you say and do can and will be used against you, whether to support a law, according to your crowd, your family, whatever the case may be. So you got to be very, very careful. But a lot of times that comes with experience. We all know experience is the best teacher. But if you don't have nobody there to teach you, hey, look, this is right, this is wrong, this is how maybe you should go by, this is only a suggestion, blah, 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 blah. Then what do you really, really have to go off of? There's a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters out here that's hurting, and they don't necessarily know why they're hurting or even know how to deal with the hurt. Because, one, they don't have nobody to talk to, and for two, they don't know how to heal. They don't know how to adapt. And that be one of the hardest things to do is learning how to adapt. But once you do that, a lot of things start to come easy.
So we have this thing to where we say uh, men are more emotionally intelligent, or at least they're supposed to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you get a nigga that look at a nigga from across the street and shoot and kill him because he don't like him. Willing to risk his life to be able to do it. That's not emotionally intelligent. You get a nigga that's willing to risk everything that he got going on because it's pride. It's not emotionally intelligent, but we call it pride. So I don't really think it's a thing to where women are more emotional or men are more emotional. I think I really boil it down to people. Certain people are emotional and certain people ain't. Now, how I've dealt with situations are women more emotional. or they were doing more, yeah. Most of the situations when there was a lot of emotion coming out, it was women, going through some shit. But I've seen situations to where niggas didn't handle their emotions correctly. They didn't handle it like men. They handled it the same way the females handle it. And then that's kind of what it was.
Now let me ask you this. Well, you did kind of signify it, but on a hypothetical note, would you still think that women are more emotional or more logical?
Honestly, it really depends on the situation. Like, as far as the way men deal with things, I think women are more emotional on how we deal with
Right. Okay.
it and
Okay.
trying to deal with a situation like we do.
Yeah.
And that's where the emotional imbalance come in between us and them. But I just think it's really emotional intelligence amongst individuals.
Yeah. The person. I can agree with you on that too, because at a certain point, and like especially when you get older, it's just certain shit that you should just know what's right, what's wrong,
Right.
and know how to balance it out between your emotions and just common sense. You know what I'm saying, or logic.
Right. And it's not just women that have that issue. The
Oh, yeah. Not at
the
all.
leadership trickles down from us. So if they see us wilding out, we'd be like, "Hey, fuck that nigga." What's the most annoying thing that we hear women say? I don't need no nigga or fuck that nigga.
Yeah,
They
you
learned
ain't
it
shit.
from the behavior that we had.
But now, don't you think like also some of that behavior is coming from whatever they hear?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
It's the music, you know what I mean? Society, media,
We
all that other
created that
bullshit.
lane though. Us as men created that lane. The music used to be all on the bitch, AOB. Now it's all on the nigga. And we mad
You know
about the
what?
monster that we created.
And look, I used to, uh, I still think like that because we definitely got to hold ourselves accountable for certain things as well. But then when you actually go back to the 60s, the 50s, and things like that, the doo-wop days, and you listen to some of the music that the sisters was kicking back then, some of that shit is damn near just as bad or maybe not even worse.
Wow. But it's
It's a
still,
trip.
you know, they had a whole song that nigga was singing talking about and stroking.
Nigga.
Wait a minute. I've
Wow.
been
Look.
fucking.
And
What
then
kind
and
of
then that
stroking?
Whitney Houston song that saving all my love for you, she was talking about a married man.
Oh,
Nigga, this is
yeah.
Whitney Houston. We grew up on
I
that.
mean, a lot of the songs that we grew up on, hey, me and Mrs. Jones was a cheating song.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
So
It's shit like that.
the music ain't changed. It used to be more hidden. It used to be more, under the covers about it. But we've been talking about that type of shit,
Right.
men and women.
Right. Right. Right.
But now it's just vulgar. That's the problem, and that's the problem on both sides. It's just
So
vulgar.
what
Niggas
makes
ain't really
you
romancing nobody.
so how do you feel that it just got so how can I put this? It got so overwhelmed with
Saturated
jealousy and toxicity becoming the norm.
because we became a competition with each other. Honestly, not just black, white, or anything else. Men have been in competition with women, and women have been in competition with men. And that's where it's fucked off at instead of companionship. And
Mm.
that's all the way across the board. Everybody's trying to compete. Nobody's trying to
I was just
congregate.
about to say that. Yeah, I was just about to get to that. Do you think it's because everybody's trying to compete and try to be I can't
I
even
do.
say it these days because like remember it was a saying back then. You gotta sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it, right? But it was so many people that was just trying to break in originality and just being themselves. Like that's the message that we was always trying to push when we was kids. Originality, and that even falls back into line, with the music that we hear today. One of my biggest things is originality. Period. So going back to that, when you separate the two between people that's trying to fake it to make it, and then you got people that's what I'm saying, that's going the high road and being more original. Of course, there's going to be some friction in the middle of that. But now let's just take it past that and just stick to the topic of relationships and how it can go from jealousy to toxicity, and then that becomes the norm. When are people going to start thinking, how can we break this cycle to where this doesn't pass on to the next generation, and then now they think that being toxic is the way you're supposed to love each other and
Well,
normal thing.
toxic love has been since the beginning of time, and it's only
Pretty
toxic
well.
when So it's only toxic when it's not for you. It burns. Hurts. Some people like to be loved in a different way, or what they think is love, and what other people think is. It's really perspective view, on dealing with that. There's really nothing I can tell you about love, and you can tell me, and we don't agree. But there's this little fine print that we don't agree on, so we won't sign the contract.
Right.
Love is really perspective, honestly. Everybody got their own definition.
Right. One thing that everybody has a comment on that note is that you get used to things that you shouldn't be used to. The toxicity becomes a normal, and then once that becomes a normal, it gets very, very difficult and very, very hard to detach yourself away from it. And
I
God
mean,
forbid you have kids involved in the midst of all of the things that you're going through that's causing all this jealousy and toxicity. And it's like,
let me say this, and I don't want nobody to be offended. All relationships have some type of toxicity, honestly. Uh, Everything that we take in can be toxic if we do it too much.
mhm,
No matter what it is, you can eat carrots all fucking day long, and it can kill you. So I guess it's really on what you built for and what you want. We have this whole thing on what's toxic to me should be toxic to you. Me and my wife has made love to women, and other people that don't do that consider it toxic. You get what I'm saying? So, and I've seen other people that things do in their relationship. I feel like it's toxic, but I'm not here to pass the ball on, or what you do. The hardest part about business is minding your own.
mhm. Makes sense.
A little bit.
Makes a whole lot of sense. So, what's your take on? I read this article. This hold on one second. Let me see if I can find it real quick because it was very, very interesting to me. See if I can pull that up real quick. One second.
We got time. Make sure y'all check out Ninja Biz News. Set the bar high. Shadows in the alley. YouTube, Facebook, IG. What was the topic in reference to?
it was about relationships and just basically like how hard it is to get involved in it because of all this shit that's like going on these days. But the way that the person that wrote the post broke it down, it made so much sense. And I can't remember if I posted it today or if I posted it yesterday. But you know what? I think I got a screenshot. Excuse me 1 second.
You good, bro? But it seems like the middle of the storm is always the quietest.
Say
A
that
whole
one more
bunch of
time.
shit going. It seems like the middle of the storm is always the quietest.
The middle of the storm. Break
Well,
that down.
the middle of the storm is always the quietest.
Elaborate on that.
The eye of the storm is the most peaceful place while all the bullshit around you is spinning around and killing everything up. But the
Oh,
eye of the
okay.
storm, you
Okay.
can see the sun. It's a pretty sunshine. The wind ain't heavy. It's nice right there. And all the
That's
bullshit
crazy
is
how
still
like
circling around you.
right. That's crazy how shit like that plays out. Like right when you think that everything around you is the worst thing that could be happening, right? Your main focus should be what's right in front of you. Meaning,
Right.
don't focus on the things that you can have because that shit can come and go. You know what I'm saying? Focus on what's here. It makes sense.
That's always the middle of the storm.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
understands that. When you
Right.
when you decide to move outside the eye of that storm, that's where the
Right.
hell is. The
Because you know
narrowest
what?
path walked is the high road.
When you walk outside of that storm, like you said, that's where that hell is. And right when you said that,
Right
I
there.
was just about to say that kind of takes me back to the whole Adam and Eve shit. Eve wasn't supposed to eat from that goddamn tree. She was in the eye of the storm, as you say. Everything else around her and Adam was corrupted, but right where they was at, it was good.
Yeah. But what made it worse is that Eve did it and Adam followed.
Right.
That's what made it the worst. The fact that she went out and did something outside of there, you still supposed to hold steadfast in that spot. You still supposed to hold it, no matter what went on, whether we consider it cheating or going to the garden or whatever else. You wasn't supposed to indulge in the bullshit. You just as guilty as somebody else when you indulge in the bullshit. That's the lesson that we don't get from the Adam and Eve story. Even though your wife fall off or somebody with you fall off or filter and lose faith for a minute and everything else, that don't mean you do. And then when you do, they don't.
Right. Yeah. Now, let me ask you this: is going tit for tat out of jealousy ever a good thing? You did this to me,
Nah,
so despite now I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, get you back because
never good.
spite is also a
Never.
form of jealousy too.
Yeah.
It's a big form. That's like
Yeah.
almost damn near close to envy. Revenge could be a form
Yeah.
of jealousy.
Yeah. It's a form of hate.
Yeah, hate, a big, big, big
It'll never
form of
work.
jealousy.
It'll
Yeah,
never work. Trying to get revenge on somebody only makes you feel good to a certain extent. Because now you didn't did revenge. Now they want to have revenge for the revenge you had.
right. And it's an
Now it's a
ongoing
whole
thing.
cycle going on to where instead of you thinking about other shit you can do, you thinking about the next play they finna make like chess. Oh, well, if I responded this way, I know they coming this way. They gonna try to do this. They gonna try to hit me where it hurt. Imagine if you don't respond.
Right, right. And another form of jealousy I want to also bring up assumptions.
Yeah,
That's very
I
good
mean, I
for
wouldn't.
a person to like to like categorize that as a form of jealousy, right? But
I
if
think it's
if I
more
sin,
no, but
if I
assuming
sin,
something,
right?
assuming means you have an educated guess.
Hmm.
That's what I think that means. Kind of sum it up like, oh, I've been through this before and I've seen this, so I'm assuming that this is going to happen. Uh, and I hate to bring up a movie. Perfect example. If you ever seen, I think it was The Punisher. He told the dude that he showed the guy something that was burning. He had a hot torch he was going to put on his back, and he told him it was going to feel cold. But then he rubbed a popsicle on his back, making him think that it was hot. He told him it was going to be cold, but he showed him the torch. So his mind automatically went there. A lot of people be getting mind fucked.
Right. And be cool with it though.
Yeah, and be good. And be good with it. Be groovy.
What's another topic for tonight you want to touch on?
Honestly, forgiveness. I really want to touch on how people should give or forgive other people for their own sanity.
There's a
We get
saying.
drawn. Go ahead, bro.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but there's a saying that I was told and that I still go by, still to this day. I'm pretty sure it's in the Bible. It's in order to be forgiven, you have to forgive.
Right.
And it's very, very important. Very, very important. In order to be forgiven, you have to forgive. Like how we said earlier, hate is a big form of jealousy as well. So if you allow that hate to take over your heart, you'll forever have a jealous type of mind frame, even when you don't think you are.
Cold part is the jealousy is within you. Your brain is jealous of your heart, or your heart is jealous of your brain, because you're not lining both of them up. So that's all you're gonna spew. I'm being 1,000 with y'all. Just kind of think about it. Within you, that's what you have going on. Your brain wants something, but your heart wants something else.
Right.
So it's a whole thing. It's a whole battle going on within yourself. You have a whole jealousy thing. You got to line that shit up. Hey, man, look, we're going to train the brain to do this, or we're going to train the heart to do this, and we're going to meet right here in the middle.
What would you say would be a good start for people that don't know how to forgive?
Shut up.
Learn how.
Shut up.
Just shut up.
Just shut up. Just shut up. If you don't know how to forgive, shut up. Because if you shut up, can't nobody say nothing to you that you need to forgive them for.
Interesting.
Then you work on that. Oh, I'm gonna start working on apologizing, and I don't care if you apologize to me or not. You know what? My bad in this situation. It's good. I don't even need to explain it. I'm just telling you I'm sorry for the stuff I did that made you upset, and I shouldn't have acted in that way. And I hope we ain't got to move on that no more. How the fuck did somebody argue with that?
Let's touch on another topic that can go in correlation of forgiveness, right? What about people play victim and then they constantly expect you to forgive them for what? No. They constantly look for forgiveness from the person that they feel victimized them, right? But in 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 return, if they do something wrong, they don't hold themselves accountable for it in order to ask for forgiveness for what they did. You understand what I'm getting at?
Yeah. So again, that still boils back down to you can't control what other people do. Only you. You can control your response. I can't control what you say. I can't control what you do.
Right. So in order to prevent all of that, just you know what I mean, before you end up getting out of character or saying something
Remove
that you maybe
yourself.
yeah, remove yourself or just take your top lip and your bottom lip and shut up, right?
What can
Especially
happen? What
after
can happen if you ain't responding?
right.
What can happen if you ain't paying attention to somebody you know don't like you and you watching them? What can happen if you're not watching them? You're not watching them at all. You never know. If you're telling your people, hey, if you see something negative, don't tell me. What can happen? You're not paying attention because you don't fuck with them anyway. So you that it just I just be quiet. I'm gonna remove myself.
There was a bar that Fabulous said, and it wasn't really a bar. It was like a opening to this song that he was um that he had made. And some songs, you know what I'm saying, you listen to, they have like a little introduction where somebody is just like warming up, or they'll say a couple of words and shit like that. Then they'll get to the actual song. But he said something in there that kind of stuck with me, and hopefully I'm saying it the exact way he said it. But I'm pretty sure you'll come into correlation what I'm getting at. But he said something like, "Don't tell me what people are saying about me. Uh, uh, tell me why you feel comfortable telling me about it," or something in that correlation.
Yeah.
So like when I heard you say what you said, it made me think about what Fabulous has said. I can't, and hopefully I said it close to what he said, but it was kind of something like that.
Yeah. And honestly, I've had some of the most peace that I've had in a long time. Like telling people, they're telling people I care about. Don't tell me if you see it. You see something going on and you hear it, don't tell me. It's gonna fuck up what I got going on. It's gonna fuck up my healing process. I don't give a fuck about what they got going. Like it's not my business. I can't control what you're doing. I'm only controlling what I have, where my energy is going. And if you tell me something is going on, and you know naturally I have a dog in me, I'm gonna want to say something. Just don't fucking tell me if you my fucking friend. Don't tell me shit. You see it, don't even tell me. Scroll past it. And if it helps you not tell me, then you don't look at it. Or you don't go listen to it where other people are talking bad about me at. If it bothers you that much. But don't listen like, hey, I'm learning shutting the fuck up is the best thing in the world. I get to see so much and hear so much. It's like a quiet day. I'm sitting at the beach. Like, godly. I hear the footsteps of these niggas playing football in the sand. Because I'm shutting the fuck up. But, you know. It's all about what you're looking at. What's in your face is gonna hurt your feelings. If you know it's gonna hurt your feelings, get it the fuck out your face.
It's a good analogy. I think people just have to. We all have to get to some point. We have to get to some point. The older we get, we have to get to some point to where we just acknowledge the red flags for one, acknowledge the bullshit for two. Make sure your spider senses are up to par and they are alerting you. Hey, look, this is a bad situation. We don't need to be here. Get the fuck about. Quietly. We don't need to make no scene. We don't need to say anything. Just walk away. You know what I'm saying? I'll catch the next
And
train.
that's what's gonna be peaceful. I promise
Yeah, right. Yeah, it really is. I remember when we was
you. You
kids and
find
shit
true
like
peace.
that. Right. I remember when we was kids, like walking away was the hardest thing, you know what I'm saying, to do because you filled up with so much pride and this, that, and the third. You find yourself in situations that you could have prevented. As you get older, you really, really have to develop that type of mentality. What a great
If not,
book.
you're gonna kill yourself.
Yeah,
You're gonna waste so much time, bro. And I don't mean kill
Yeah,
yourself like suicide. I mean kill yourself as in the essence of you.
right.
Going out and
And from
doing
the
shit.
inside
Like
out.
you so busy thinking about this bullshit because you're looking for a rebuttal. You looking to give back a rebuttal for something you don't even know yet, but you know it's gonna be bad about you. If you just imagine ignoring bullshit.
Not word. You're not lying. Not lying at all. And then one thing that I find, you know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with the situations that we were just talking about as far as like jealousy, toxicity, and envy. When you're dealing with all of that in a relationship or a marriage, and neither one of parties are trying to come to some type of compromise into where like, hey, look, we gotta stop what we're doing because one of us is going to eventually crash if we don't if we both don't crash at the same time. And then once that happens, everything else is going to be 100 times more worse than how it
Worse.
already is.
And
So
those things should be talked about before marriage,
man,
even before getting into real relationships. Like,
lying.
good.
Not lying. And people these days just got so accustomed to not valuing traditional traits. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, those things need to be talked about before marriage. Having sex used to be so sacred. Even in our timeline, females wasn't just giving it up like that. The vast majority, it wasn't just giving it up like that. Or if they was, you had to work for it. And we value those type of young ladies growing up a whole lot. But as we know now, it's so easy to get it now. More easy than it's ever been. And these young cats, you know, can get it way easier sometimes than the older folks.
Well, it's no longer not for sale. It's for sale. It's been for sale before, but it was more secret, you know, back in the day. Now
Right.
it's for sale in the open.
And
Cash
even when
App
it don't
is in
cost
bio.
money, and even when it don't, and even when it don't cost money, guess what? It's still for sale.
Hey, it's still for sale. But so is the nigga that's hitting it so easy. He's still for sale.
Right.
You getting taken advantage of by a bitch that's eating the apple. And you see her eating the apple. But you still going over there and wanting the back. Because her ass is fat.
Still for sale.
Right.
Should be
Still for sale.
Right.
Over
You
there.
go into the grocery outlet and snatch something you didn't pay for. Still for sale.
Still for sale.
Bars. I'm coming for that belt, nigga. Fuck that. I'm coming.
I'm just a winner, man. I'm just a winner, man. Don't fault me.
Hey, look, can nobody bother you for a whole week, though, brother? Nobody can talk shit. Nobody can say no. Well, I mean, they can do whatever they want, but hey, you go for a whole week. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I said I was coming for it. I predicted that I was coming for it.
Yeah.
I said I was gonna win it. I said shine it up.
You did say that,
the
brother.
way it lined up, I still won.
You can't tell nobody else how to go to work. As long as you go to work and do your job, that's all you can do.
I'm just trying to beat old man Park.
Right.
That's it.
I'm trying to keep the lights on, Chief. I'm trying to keep the food on, Chief. I can't speak for Tom, Dick, and Harry for not showing up to work today. Q was here. That's all I can tell you. Let me knock out my and get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Feel me? I look like the rock star today.
Right. I'm not mad at you, Clark.
I definitely had a good time. Shout out to my boy Jay Fox. Shout out to K Love that be in there, man, on the Set the Bar High. B Love be in there. Talisha with the T be in there. Amy O be in there. Not Amy, I'm sorry. Omar be in there.
ASO in the building.
ASO.
That's all ASO in the building. You know what I'm saying? When I did chime in.
Definitely, man. I enjoy what we're doing. It's definitely helping me sharpen my skills, and it's working, man. I appreciate the love. Now my son coming for the title. He told me today, Dad, I need that belt. So we about to do
Shit,
some
y'all
real
trying to keep
in-house
it in the
rivalry type
family.
shit.
Y'all over there trying to keep it in the family for real.
Hey, man, it's a little bit keeping up with the Joneses.
But let's get back to the lecture at hand, all right? You know what I'm saying, with the show or whatnot. So I know last week we went over regular scheduled program or whatnot. There was a topic that I wanted to finish talking about because this also helped pretty much, you know what I'm saying, bring our platform up to where it's at now. And I do believe we are officially 7, 8 episodes in.
2 months.
2 months?
2 months, 8 episodes.
8 episodes. Okay, yeah. Yeah, 7, 8. That's what I said. 7, 8 episodes. Okay. 8 officially 8 episodes in. You know what I'm saying? Clap that shit up.
Man, y'all see what it is, man. Live your
8
life.
episodes in.
Live your life.
What's up?
We're going
That's
in
big.
and constantly
So
building too.
right, constantly building. And shouts out to everybody that supports, everybody that shares, everybody that tunes in. We appreciate y'all for staying up with us and you know what I'm saying, rocking out. But back to the lecture at hand. It was a real big hype with the Cardi B fans, and this is no disrespect to Cardi B at all. Much respect to that sister, get yours, all nine. But it's just funny to me how like you know the media on both ends talks about celebrities and like how they got their lifestyle going and you know how they'll be ready to jump out the window over celebrity gossip and shit like that, right? But then lo and behold, they don't necessarily have their household in order, you know what I'm saying? But they'll always try to tell somebody else how to live their life or give them some type of advice. Like I said, they don't have their household in order. That always like intrigued me. You know what I'm saying? I could never tell another man how to hold his household up if he's doing what he need to do and his household is happy. But just because I don't look at it as you know taking it to my liking, I got to feel you know what I mean. Like I need to overstep and then say something like, "Hey, look, I know you did it like this, but I would have did it like this." Like what type of place or advice, nigga? What you know what I'm saying?
So,
What type of room do I have to say on that note at all?
well, we have people like that. They have control issues.
Yeah,
You want to control how somebody else feels and how they should feel, or you're no longer a fan. Certain people no longer became fans with other people because they took people back in their life, men and women. Oh, I can't believe that their music is fake or they weak. No, these are some of the most of these stories are fantasized. Real shit be going on, but it's still shit bending on and going through it. And you like my music, but you shouldn't be in love with me. And people had this fantasy world in their head. Like, wait a minute. Like, you know, that's what they do. What they do in their relationship don't equal in this house. Like, because they said she looked good with a BBL, mean you should get one because you a big fan. Nah. Moving right along. Sis in the building. What's good with you? Charm in the building.
what the hell is going on with these fucking BBL stores and shit like that? So like 1 minute it's fascinating. Guys look like it got more. Guys are looking at it like it just got more bounce to the ounce. But I guess like once you finally get up on that G thing, it's smelling like uh uh dumpster juice.
I don't know. My money ain't good enough to get a bitch with a BBL. So I guess I'll never find out. Because I ain't paying for no cat no way. You mean to tell me you didn't upgraded this 84 Benz and put 2025 parts on it? Okay,
Right.
still an 84 Benz.
How the fuck,
What upgrades you put on it?
how the fuck you go from a hoopty? How the fuck you go from a hoopty to a damn big body?
All of a sudden, you can't put big rims on and not set the transmission. You're gonna tear up the transmission.
Yeah. Bitch, you was just pushing a Hyundai. Not a Honda. A Hyundai last week. Now you
All
in
of
a
a
big
sudden,
Denali. Like, bitch.
wait a minute. This dude is
Yeah.
fat. You
And
walk
the
out of here
thighs
with
don't
some.
match.
You walk out of here with some by-9s, and you walk back in with some
Right.
15. Wait a minute.
You was just in a two-seater.
So now
Now
I'm in the
your
third,
dog ass got
third row
you
seats in
got
the
12s
back.
in the bag. Now you got
Third
12s in
row
the
seat.
bag.
Third row
Yeah.
seat. This motherfucker's a two-door. Explain it.
Right.
It's
Right.
what funny.
And the thighs don't match. Oh.
These BBLs killing y'all.
Right.
And the thighs don't match.
Whoever that woman is that came up with that song, she need a meal for real.
Tonight. Hit her cash out.
Right. That song is too hard.
But I think people get too much caught up in celebrity views and what they got go on and let it affect their daily life. Sit your broke ass on the couch.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. It's one thing to take a liking to your celebrity and things like that, which is fine, no problem. But then when you get so fascinated to where like you ready to crash out over this person you ain't never met a day in your life, they probably wouldn't treat you the same way. And how you look at them, they more than likely don't look at you. This is no type of kin to you or nothing like that. They're not paying you to be the security guard for them or nothing like that. And then like to think your opinion can just super duper override somebody else's opinion. We all have an opinion. It's just an opinion. It's nothing to fight over or nothing like that. I really
Same
crash.
way I see when niggas do football like that. Y'all at the game really fighting each other? First off, these
Right.
tickets was $300 something dollars. This jersey was $300 something dollars. You think I'm finna fuck up my good time? I done drove all the way the fuck out here. Flew out here this game to fuck it up for you. Good night, sir. You have a good day. I'm not even taking this
Another
$18 beer I just bought and going to sit back in my fucking seat. Fighting with you.
another form of jealousy. What we was just talking about not too long ago.
Now I'm cool with doing the playful
Really
banter. We're
crash
talking
out.
about teams and fuck your team, fuck my team, whatever. But when it comes to where I'm angry with you or you finna fight me, nigga, fuck this jersey and fuck you. I'm gonna go sit back in my seat. Fuck is we going through it for?
Enjoy your day, sir, or
Yeah.
whatever left you got of it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, barkeep, get this nigga one of these $18 beers so he can calm the fuck down. Sir, that beer is for
Right.
you. You have a good day. Fuck out my face.
You better hope it's not flat.
Fuck is you
Your
talking
dog
about?
ass.
So get the hell out of my face, man. I don't make no money
Yeah,
for being a fan.
that inner peace, and outer peace is very, very important. The older you get, the more less tolerance you have for drama. At least for most of
Right.
us, it's how we think.
When you got the glow.
Now, some shit you just gonna have to stand on, which we all know. Some shit you just gonna have to stand on. But if it can be prevented, and if it's really, really not worth it, let it go. Then on the flip side, if it is something that you feel like real, real deep in your heart that you have to stand on, because this is something that you feel strongly about, then stand on it. But just know how to move if you want to stand on it.
I get it.
Everything,
You're right, bro.
every step you take, it has to be calculated. It has to be thought out. It's no time for rational thoughts. Irrational thoughts, excuse me. It's no time for
You good.
irrational. You know what I'm saying? And backpedal. It's no time for it.
Oh, I thought you froze.
No.
Uh, when you find yourself with real peace, nobody can disturb it. When you getting peace given to you from God, nobody can disturb it.
Right.
Nobody. You don't care what they're saying. You in the eye of the storm. That's the most comfortable place to be in the storm. Everything's going crazy around you, but it's pretty right there in the eye.
That's kind of how I feel like. Long as you and your place is in, which is more than likely your home. That's why they say
Right.
ain't a place like home, home sweet home.
Yeah.
Everything on the outside of your household or what's going on in the hood or just poverty period or just the world period. Because we all know like the world is a beautiful place. It's just the people in it make it fucked up. Not all,
Right.
it's just the people that make it fucked up. So anything or any time outside of your household, that could be, you know what I'm saying, like a piece of hell, depending on where you at. But
Right.
in your household or in like a nice community and shit like that, that's your heaven right there.
That's my zone.
That's your inner peace.
That's where I'm most comfortable.
Your outer peace.
You know,
we
nothing
all
matter outside this wall.
right. We know we can get it for the majority. If you really got your house in order and shit like that, you're gonna get your peace at your house.
Yeah.
You step outside of your house and try to get that outer peace, that's when the madness comes.
Right. I can't really get peace from nobody else if I ain't at peace with myself. And if I hang around a bunch of people that ain't at peace with themselves, I'm not gonna be at peace with myself.
Right. These things are true.
Dead serious.
Village.
What you said, that's why I be in the house playing my game on D&D because I would never know if I didn't look for it.
Right. Yeah.
Ellie.
That says a lot. That says a lot without saying a lot.
Man, said just a little quick sentence. we gotta really move different if we want our environment to be different. And a lot of us aren't willing to do that.
And for this next generation, we gotta move different. Because
they watching us.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. There's more people watching you than you think.
Right. Look at my son.
And right when you think that, right. And right when you think that they not watching, they watching even twice as hard.
Watching all your moves.
I can't tell you how many times. I can't tell you how many times I haven't seen what's that guy? Kid Zoo. Be quiet. And then all of a sudden he'll just pop his head out. And just there he is getting. That was new content. You know what I'm saying?
But
and a lot of jealousy comes with it.
But still, I quit peeking my head out. I ain't gotta bark. I ain't gotta do none of that.
I mean, but at some points you gotta breathe when you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta come up underwater at some point though.
Yeah, and I will. Swimming in the opposite direction. I'm gonna swim underwater until I'm out of the situation. And pop my head up. Look around, take my few breaths.
That brother, stay with him, brother. I'll tell you that.
I'm out of here. What the fuck you talking about? I gotta struggle with this current any fucking way. I'm worried about shit.
That nigga got the GPS in the water, bro. I mean, I know for sure. I know it's showing around here somewhere.
Going that way. No, it's an island somewhere. I'm not gonna fuck the planet. I go sit on a dirt island by myself.
Oh, the waterproof GPS though. That's hilarious. He gonna find it. He gonna get you a girl. He gonna get you a
somewhere on this list. Right. Gonna be good to go. Not dealing with it, man. I can't. I got more years. Well, I'm probably in the middle somewhere. But half of my life, I've been angry about so much shit that I couldn't control. And then I stopped listening or peeking in on the shit that I couldn't control. Now I'm in control of everything.
Right. And as long as you control of yourself, your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs,
Nobody can shake me from that.
right, you can go far in life
Right.
because
And
you
I
know
am.
triggers and shit like that.
Yeah. I've did so much shit to where, nigga, I've lost money concentrating on rebuttaling something somebody said to me. I'm even talking about music. Just trying to get even on what they said to make them feel the way that they made me feel when they said it.
Right.
Now, like shit, I ain't finna do it with you, brother. Ma'am, excuse me. Let me get past you.
Yeah.
Or an ocean out there.
Sometimes you just don't got time for the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Right. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Yeah.
Definitely. You got any more topics or we out of here?
Yeah, I think on that note, we pretty much cleared it up for tonight. I definitely want to come back next week with some special guests. We're gonna confirm that and clear all of that out on the back end. See how all that shit, see how all that plays out. Coming this time next Friday.
Okay.
Doesn't
So we're doing it on Friday for show now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Until further notice.
I got you. So Friday is the Full Cup podcast going to be cracking.
Yeah, so it's gonna be about 4 or 5 channels. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere from 5:30 to about 12:30 at night. So just make sure you chime in. About 5 to 6 hours. Make sure you chime in. The stock that got going on. Or, you know what I'm saying? Texas going on. You know what I mean? Because we definitely expanded.
Yeah, definitely. And shout out to everybody that's been listening tonight. People that came in, man. We definitely had a good show. My boy Zeus Samuel's coming in, my favorite co-host. We definitely working on having more co-hosts for other shows. I'm working stuff in. I'm looking into the mix of adding a different type of show. I don't know yet. I know football season is coming up, so maybe I have something for football season. You know, maybe we'll have a free Monday night talk before the game. You know, who's playing, talking shit for the week, because all the teams have played all the way up to Monday night. So maybe we'll have that going on. Live reactions to people watching the games, and maybe we'll do that.
Oh yeah, we just got to keep going up the ladder, Daddy yo.
Absolutely, man. Thank you again, Zeus Samuels. Thank you for everybody for watching. I guess it's breaking the cycle. Now y'all know that we'll be on Fridays, 10:30 p.m. on the West, and you know the rest.
Until further notice.
Until further notice.
Yeah.
Just hang in there, baby.
Yeah.
Shit changes. Y'all have a good night though, man. Y'all be easy, man. Pull up to the Full Cup or shut the fuck up.
Why don't you